Hello everybody, just wanted to take a minute and show this teepee my wife and I made for our daughter last Christmas. This is simply just two bed sheets of different patterns or colors that have been cut up and stitched back together to form the outsides of it. Its construction is quite simple. Just 1 by 2 by 6 oak that I've cut down the middle to make 3/4 by 3/4 posts. And then it's got holes around here that is lashed with a paracord, and then it's wrapped with this green leather. These lights were an afterthought, so the battery pack is just simply sitting right here right now. I'll mount that somewhere else later. These simulated feathers here are a remnant from an owl costume my wife made for our daughter last Halloween. I'll show a quick shot of that as well. And then this, I think this is a hawk feather. Well, I know it is. I climbed a very tall tree to get into the nest and met her up there, and it was quite a struggle, but I got one. What you won't do for your kids, right? Now, I wanted this to be portable, so it will actually fold up, and you can move it and splay it back out, as well as wanted to be able to take off the covering and wash it if need be. So in here, there are just a series of ties and holes that start at the bottom, and they're just spaced out where the covering is tied on. And because we have a wood floor, if we put it somewhere else, I didn't want it scratching up the floor, so there's little triangles that have been stitched in here that are underneath the bottom. You can't see them, but they're in there. And you can close the flaps on it, and there's a series of magnets that have been stitched into the opening here, and they will snap shut, hold it closed. And then of course it needed a window, so it's got a window with simulated divided lights in it, tie back curtains. Not hard to do, but you'd be surprised on how much time it took to do this. But it turned out well. She loves it. She's been sleeping in it daily since Christmas. There is a pad down here that she sleeps on with her big dog and, of course, the big bear in the tutu. But all in all, just some general ideas if somebody wanted to make one of these for their kids or grandkids. Easy to do, just time consuming. Here's a quick shot of the rocking lamb. This was actually my wife's rocking horse when she was a child. I cleaned it all up, repainted it. We reshaped the horse's head into a lamb, padded the back, put a pelt on it. That was for her first birthday. She doesn't use it much anymore, but she sure did love it at that point in time. That's just a quick shot of the Halloween costume my wife made. She was an owl, obviously. Had little feathers around her ankles. You know, she cut out all of these pieces and stitched them on individually to make the breastplate, as well as the backs of the wings. This was a cat mask that had been repurposed to make an owl out of it. Here's a quick shot of the back. Talk about tedious work. My wife worked a long time to cut all these out and stitch them all on individually, make these wings. They actually have ties. They were tied to her wrists, so when she splayed her arms out, she would have a wingspan. A lot of work she did on that. I'm really impressed with this.